This video content is on the topic amalgamation and absorption. Amalgamation is the combination of two or more companies into an entirely new entity. Amalgamations are distinct from acquisitions in that none of the companies involved in the transaction survives as a legal entity. Instead, a completely new entity with the combined assets and liabilities of the former companies is born. Here is a picture that depicts amalgamation of a company. Transferor company means a company which is amalgamated into another company. Transferee company means a company into which the transferor company is amalgamated. Why companies amalgamate? To minimize expenses, economies of scale, strengthen capital, diversification, tax benefits, avoid competition. Usually, companies that operate in the same or similar line of business form an entirely new company known as amalgamated company with new legal existence, though it helps eliminate competition amongst a similar group of industries. Sometimes it creates a monopoly in the market. Advantages and disadvantages of amalgamation: cost savings and revenue generations through amalgamation, increased market size and market share, expanding into new markets and gaining a larger market share is possible. New technologies and intellectual property can be accessed through amalgamation. Companies can gain access to capital and financing through amalgamation. Disadvantages: a merger of two or more companies can result in cultural clashes and integration challenges. Customers may be less satisfied with the products, services, and customer services after an amalgamation. Stock value declines. Amalgamation can face regularity hurdles and antitrust laws. Issues of debt and financing. There are two types of amalgamation: in the nature of merger and in the nature of purchase. In the nature of merger, a company should fulfill the following conditions. At least 90% of the equity shareholders of the transferor company should agree to become equity shareholders of transferee company. All assets and liabilities of transferor company should become assets and liabilities of transferee company, which should be recorded at their same book value. In the case of transferee company, book value can be altered at the time of recording assets and liabilities in the transferee company to confirm the accounting policies as followed by the transferee company. Transferee company should continue with the same old business that of transferor company. In the nature of purchase, amalgamation means which in the nature of purchase means which does not satisfy any one or more conditions of the uh, conditions that is mentioned in the nature of merger. Income Tax Act of 1961 does not recognize amalgamation in the nature of purchase for tax purchase. As far as disclosure requirements are concerned, name of amalgamated company, effective amalgamation date, consideration and treatment of difference, if any, between considerations received and value of net asset received need to be disclosed. Next is absorption. Absorption refers to the process of merging two or more companies into a single entity, thereby pooling their assets and liabilities in operation. Absorption is a type of merger in which one company absorbs the other company and is seen as one of the existing company. Only one company survives absorption while the others lose their identities. Here is a picture attached that explains absorption. Pros and cons of absorption: improved competition, eliminates competition, establishes a monopoly. Better economies of scale, this leads to loss of jobs when human resources combine. Diversifies function, differences in culture and possibilities of conflicts. Reduces tax liabilities and increases debt liabilities. Expands business, might not always turn out to be friendly. Increases shareholders' value and cash resources, etc. Features of absorption: one or more companies are liquidated, no new company is formed, the nature of business of both companies is similar. Generally, larger company purchases the business of smaller company. Objectives of absorption: to have control over the market, to get benefits of centralization and diversification, to eliminate unnecessary competition, remove scarcity in capital, to get benefits of large scale operations, achieve better management effectiveness, and get benefits of technology. So here is the difference between amalgamations and absorption, meaning the process in which two or more companies are wound up to form a new company which acquires their business is known as amalgamation. The process in which one company takes over the other company is known as absorption act. It's a voluntary act and it is a voluntary or hostile act. Minimum number of company involved in amalgamation is 3, whereas in absorption it's 2. Creation of a new company is required in amalgamation but not in the case of absorption. Size of entities, the entities are of the same size, but in the case of absorption, the bigger the entity overpowers the smaller entity. How many companies are liquidated? Here in amalgamation, minimum 2 companies are amalgamated, but in the case of absorption, only one, that is the merged company, is liquidated. Thank you.